for this next round of 32 match. We're up north in Seattle for this Europe versus Africa affair, a big one for the American audience amongst us, of course, because the winner of Belgium versus Senegal will play the potential winners of the US versus Bosnia, which comes up later tonight. Matt White here for the Ultimate Sports Network here at Lumen Field, the home of the Seattle Seahawks, of course, the current Super Bowl champions. For this one, the fifth match. Yes, fifth match. I had to check the wall in the round of 32. The second of the day, and the second, which will be a European nation versus an African one, with England scraping past Congo earlier on this afternoon in Atlanta. But it's Belgium versus Senegal, the focus today. And there is an updated bracket for you as it stands right now. Two matches on the one side of the draw complete and two on the other. As we know, Brazil, Norway, Paraguay versus France, Canada versus Morocco all settled. And now we know as of earlier on, Mexico will play England late Sunday night at the Azteca, which should be a good one. But this should be a good one too. Senegal have scraped through their group. They lost twice, but still managed to make it through after their 5-0 thumping of Iraq last Friday, which got them through as one of the third best teams. They faced Belgium, who had a bit of an easier run of it. This was their second African opponent. They drew the opening game of the tournament against Egypt to 1-1. Then a second draw against Iran 0-0. But their big scoring game against New Zealand got them through a 5-1 win there. So hopefully, with both teams scoring 5 in their last game, we should hope for a thriller this afternoon. There are the lineups for both sides. Plenty of names on both lists will be recognisable to Premier League fans, especially, and fans of European football. Plenty of players from the Belgian team have or are playing in the Premier League, and the same goes for the Senegal lineup as well. Very experienced Thibaut Courtois in goal again for Belgium. It will be Charles de Ketelaere that leads the line, the Atalanta striker, supported, of course, by Kevin De Bruyne, the number 7. It's going to be 3 up top for Senegal, 2 Premier League strikers and 1 former one. Ismaila Diarra, number 21. He will be up front. Ismaila Sarr, number 18. Iliman Ndiaye of Everton. Sarr plays for Crystal Palace. And the linchpin of the Senegal team, the national hero, the former Liverpool man Sadio Mane, the number 10 on the left. Idrissa Gueye, the number 5, will be the captain for the Belgians today, and it's Yuri Tielemans, number 8. Gueye will be the captain for Senegal, and Tielemans the captain for Belgium. We're almost ready to go. Anthems and Pomp and Circumstance has concluded. Here we're just having a shot of the VAR room. It is a packed out Seattle stadium. And let's run you through what we're going to see here with Belgium and Senegal, and a place in the last 16, of course, at stake. And potentially one of these two teams will be the team that faces the US on Tuesday in the round of 16. Of course, the USA playing Bosnia and Herzegovina later on this evening as the next World Cup game. Teams out on the field and pack stands. Hello everyone, Matt White here with you for the Ultimate Sports Network's coverage. Back from my unexpected break from the tournament, let's say, after the first couple of games in the group stages, but back for my first knockout. Keep you with you tomorrow for, as you can see, Spain, Austria. That is my game tomorrow, which I'm very much looking forward to, and looking forward to this one too, because this one could, as I said, be full of goals. The Belgian team having their final huddle down by the touchline. A nation that's promised much but delivered little in the last couple of World Cups and European competitions, full of big star names, but have never really put it together. Rudy Garcia's team will be hoping to make a difference on that one this afternoon. Pap Chow, the Senegal manager and Rudy Garcia exchanging a hug and a handshake on the halfway line before this one gets underway. Senegal, of course, amidst all the controversy of the AFCON at the start of the year with Morocco, who, as we know, are already through to the next round. Will Senegal join them as well? With the other African nation playing today, Congo, already falling to the hands of Harry Kane and England down in Atlanta earlier on. Senegal will be playing in their traditional green, all green, and they're going to be kicking from right to left in this first half. Belgium in their change strip of, well, it looks like cherry blossom there, kid. It's white with a dash of pink, something we probably would expect from Japan. Ready to get going here, and we are now underway in Seattle for this round of 32 matchup. Belgium against Senegal. Belgium with it, pumping it forward from the back and flicked on, and it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick to Senegal within the early stages. Castagna was the intended target, the number 21 down this right-hand side for Belgium. Senegal will get us back underway under bright blue skies, which is always a blessing in an outdoor game of this World Cup. Only seen the one delay so far, he says, touching wood, in this tournament. Let's hope we can get through the rest of the knockout phase without seeing any more. Senegal having it at the back here, trying to work an angle in the early seconds. As I said, they lost their first two matches in this tournament, Senegal, but with the way that this tournament has worked out with the 8 of the 12 third best teams in groups, their big win against Iraq, which was one of the deciding factors in why Scotland didn't get out of their group, got them here. And now we're looking to continue their momentum in this first knockout game for them. Sadio Mane down this left-hand touch line, right by the corner flag, digs a cross out. And Belgium will clear with Castagna in the end, hoofing from his own touchline. Senegal have it back in possession though, looking for Mane again. And again, it was cut out by Leandro Trossard, the Arsenal man, amongst others. And it goes back to Thibaut Courtois in the Belgian goal, winning his 110th cap today, the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Ball is on the left-hand side with Jeremy Doku, the Manchester City man. He's played it back into the centre of defence for them. Back it goes down the left. Here is Doku, edge of the penalty area for Belgium, breaks into the box, trying to play a left-handed sort of cross pass across there, but it was cut out by Senegal defenders and they will clear, but not far. Tielemans have got a foot in. It drops to the feet of Sadio Mane. And now Senegal will try and break on the far side. Ruvendai, the Everton man, up against De Kuyper, number 5. De Bruyne has gone across there to help out as Doku. He's had to go back. Senegal still in possession. As we tick towards the 3rd minute here in Seattle, if you're just joining us, no chances yet for either side. 0-0 as it stands. Senegal pumping it forward. Crossfield ball looking for Mane. Well over his head, and it goes out for a Belgian throw. If you are just joining us, as you can see on screen, second game of the day, England scraping past the Democratic Republic of Congo in Atlanta a couple of hours ago. The second game of the three today here, Belgium against Senegal, and the winner of this will play the winner of the game later tonight. Of course, the US against Bosnia and Herzegovina. If you're watching on the USN channel, Matthew Owens will have the call of that game later on this evening. And then I'll be back tomorrow for Spain against Austria in an all-European clash. Senegal have it just inside the Belgium half. Popping it around nicely. A long left-footed raking ball looking for Ndiaye on the far side, but come off ahead of a Belgian defender. Senegal picking it back up on the edge of the box. Find out by the touch line, but not having a an angle to work with, and they will go back to Gay, the captain. Trying to get involved again. Here he is, trying to break inside. Beats one, beats two, but going the wrong way, and his ball in was blocked by a Belgian defender, and they will try and get it cleared towards De Ketelaere, but he will not pick up the possession. Senegal have it back. Just inside their own half, long ball forward, way over hit, and they'll go out for a Belgian goal kick. The dancing feet of Iliman and Dye, the Everton man, coming in from the right hand side there, but couldn't find an angle for a pass. Courtois gets us back underway from the Belgian goal, and it's gone back to him again. 5 minutes played in Seattle. No clear-cut chances for either side as of yet. Belgium have it inside their own half. Here is Castagna on this near side touch line, trying to ping something forward towards Trossard. He tried to step over. It's broken here, though. A chance to maybe cross. Here is Trossard again with a cross right-footed and cleared away by Senegal defender. Nice work. And it'll be a throw in to Belgium on this near side. Castagna will take. The Fulham man, one of our Premier League representatives in this game. The Belgian kit looked like a cherry blossom from far away. We've now got a close-up of it. It is more circles on the kit than anything else. Throwing goes towards De Bruyne, I believe that was, but he was stooping. It went over his head in the end. And it will go all the way back to Courtois in the Belgian goal. Long raking pass forward, looking for Doku, but that's going to go all the way through to the Senegal goalkeeper. And he will roll that back out. Here's Mane inside the centre circle. Fouled by Tielemans, the Belgian captain. It'll be a Senegal free kick. Just inside their half. Go all the way out to the far touch line as Senegal pass it across and back again of their own defending line. And now back with the goalkeeper. I'll bring it out from the back perhaps. Here is Dye on the right hand side for Senegal. He made the long run but couldn't get brought in behind, and Belgium will try to clear, but they lose possession immediately towards Mane. He can control. Tielemans picks his pocket, and here's De Bruyne. He now loses it. Senegal have got it back again in the Belgian half and striding forward confidently. Chance on for a pass out to the near side if they find the right ball, and here is number 14 for Senegal. It goes back inside again. And again, they'll just go back across their own defensive line here. Belgium will press and try and push them back, and it has worked because they're giving it away to Trossard, just inside the Belgian half, looking for a ball forward. He's found one, and here it comes out this side. Chance for De Ketelaere to try to do something just inside the penalty area, trying to work it onto his left foot, and he does. Chance for a shot. Oh, and he got robbed off the ball by Mane coming back to defend. It's still not clear, and here's a chance, and the first shot at goal is saved. It was Leandro Trossard, the number 10, with the right-footed effort, and the goalkeeper for Senegal down to his left-hand side with the grab. Mori Diaw in the Senegal goal. First chance of the game going to Arsenal's Leandro Trossard, but stopped by Mori Diaw. He's winning his 6th cap today for Senegal, the Le Havre goalkeeper. We've already seen the Le Havre second string goalkeeper in action for Congo earlier on against England, so they're having a good day so far, that club, in their goalkeeping ranks. Ball is out on the right-hand side with Senegal, and it's over here. And out for a throw to Belgium. Gone back to keep possession with the goalkeeper, and now trying to work something cross-field towards Jeremy Doku on this far side. He does collect. We'll try and run at the Senegal defenders. He's got De Bruyne behind him with support. His former Manchester City teammate. Here is KDB. Tries to flick it on towards Doku, who collects down by the corner flag. Pressured. Has to go back. De Bruyne thought about the cross. Now does left-footed. There's 3 Belgian players in there, but Senegal clear. Not far away. Possible foul. Referee had it spot on and now has pulled it back for a free kick to Senegal. Just outside their box. Good pressing there from Belgium, which created the earlier chance. Trossard picked it up, and then it eventually got back to him right on the edge of the box, and just didn't have the bend on his right-footed shot there to get it up and around Chow in the Senegal goal. The all-green kits of Senegal trying to come forward again here, that they will keep possession within their own defending unit. It's now out on the far side. Ball inside. It's come back to Ndiaye on the right, the 13, down by the corner flag. Chance to cross. Does so. All bit of confusion from the Belgians in there. It's actually run all the way through, and will go out for a throw on this near side. Decent chance from the cross. Didn't have a clear target. Could have gone it anywhere if it got either of the touches off the 2 Belgian defenders. Senegal will have the long throw from Jacobs. It's actually a bit more lofted than anything else. Headed clear twice. Oh, a lovely bit of touch from Trossard to bring that out of the air and pull through the middle, but he gets blocked out. And Courtois will smash clear, left-footed. 11 minutes played in Seattle, 0-0 in this second round / last 32 fixture between Belgium and Senegal. Only one real chance to speak of within the first 10 minutes. Leandro Trossard's right-footed shot saved from the edge of the Senegal penalty area a couple of moments ago. Here is Jacobs, the number 14 for Senegal, the left sort of midfielding defender. Senegal will have it on the far side, but inside their own half, not pressuring at this moment. But here it comes out towards Jacobs on this touchline, trying to flick ball over the top towards Mane. Here is Sadio Mane. It'll come back to Jacobs. Chance to cross. Got a deflection. It was out of the mix of Courtois, off the post, and then wide from Ismaila Sarr. In the end, it was the number 18 in the middle for Senegal. Well, that was a chance for the African nation. Nice bit of interchange down the left. It broke to Mane. He had the flick ball towards Jacobs. Goalkeeper got there, got a hand on the cross, but Sarr then couldn't control. It sort of snapped first touch effort, bounced off the post, and then when it fell to him, he couldn't contort his body enough to scoop it back goalwards, and it ends up in the side netting. And Courtois relieved. Belgium escape for the moment. It's a deflection on the cross, but perhaps took it closer to the goalkeeper than he would perhaps was expecting. And then Sarr was there to try and pounce and was unfortunate. Raking ball forward again from Senegal to this near side touchline. Sadio Mane, edge of the penalty area, thinks about a cross, and again will try. No, goes central. Sarr, and now a chance for a cross from this left-hand side, which is blocked by Trossard. That'll spin away out of some danger for the moment. Senegal still in possession. Gay, and now a chance for the cross again, which is again blocked by Leandro Trossard. Diketala back there, the number 17, helping out with the defending it'll be, in the end, a Senegal throw. Sadio Mane barking instructions at his teammates, just telling them to keep cool, keep calm. Don't rush anything here. Still plenty of time to play. And in the early stages of this game, within the first 15 minutes, they look like the better side. But here's Doku trying to bring it clear after some mispossession from the Senegalese. 61% possession for Senegal through this first 14 and a half minutes or so. Belgium have it at the moment with Yuri Tielemans. Trossard almost given away. Tielemans there to snatch it back for Belgium. Here's De Bruyne. Now onto the left-hand side it goes. And backwards is Tielemans again on the centre circle. Belgium just popping it around nicely here at the back. Ball forward was cut out by Mane, who's trying to put a great ball in behind towards Sarr, who's got the legs. And the covering defender was there to sweep up the mess. That was De Kuiper getting across. It was Mekle that gave it away. Trying to play out from the back. As much as you can play out from the back on the halfway line, but you know what I mean. His misplaced pass. Jacobs with the throw for Senegal. It's gone back to the centre circle and all the way across to the right-hand side. Long raking ball back towards this near touchline. Again, looking for Sadio Mane. It was Castagna with the header to cut it out. Trossard. Ketelaar trying to get forward from halfway, the young number 17, the striker. Tielemans. Trossard again. But again, going in the wrong direction here for Belgium. Could he spot the run? There's some good runners on here for Belgium, but it's over the top and cut out by the Senegal defenders. As there were some players breaking from midfield for Belgium. Cleared forward. And here's Ndai on the right-hand side. Checks himself, has to keep possession. Does so, lays one off in central. Senegal still have it down towards the corner flag. Into the corner it goes. Chance for a cross here, and it is. Oh, I mean, it was Ndai running in around the back, coming through, and the shot in the end comes in from Idrissa Gueye. But it's straight down the throat of Courtois in the Belgian goal. Nice little interchange down the right-hand side. And first to it was Gueye on the pull from the defensive header away. And here's De Bruyne at the other end as we came out of the replay, breaking forward, and his shot is way over the bar. No idea how he got to that point with the ball as we came out of the replays on the world feed, but it was De Bruyne raking forward and couldn't keep his shot down, and it ends up going way up into the field, into the stands behind the goal. Just beginning to open up here as we tick past quarter of an hour. 0-0 here in Seattle. Chances at both ends, nothing really clear cut apart from the unintentional hitting of the post really from Ismaila Sarr before for Senegal after the goalkeeping flat from Courtois. Senegal have been the better team and have had more of the ball, and they have it here. Central midfield, Idrissa Gueye. Still they'll keep moving it around here. Here is Jacobs. Now Mane. Centre field, raking right hand, right-footed pass out to the far side. And it's gone out for a corner to Senegal. It was Diatta over there, the Monaco man, that was tried the cross. Blocked and out for a Senegal corner, the first of the match as we tick towards 19 minutes played. Everybody forward for Senegal pretty much, just to the edge of the Belgian box. Ceases up there from the back. In it goes the corner. It's deep. It's towards Cease. He got the header, but it only falls to Jeremy Doku, who will now try and run at the retreating Senegal defenders over the halfway line. He finds De Bruyne on the left-hand side. 3D is right. Can he do something with it? KDB. He tried to find the man on this side, but it was cut out. And now the ball goes back down the other side with Mane for Senegal, and the flag. In fact, the ball forward towards him was up. It's offside and a free kick. It was De Kuiper that De Bruyne was trying to find with his crossfield ball, but cut out, and Senegal didn't make the most of their possession, with Mane ended up being offside anyway. Vanaken on the ball for Belgium, the number 20. And now Tielemans just inside their own half. Belgium popping some passes about. Tielemans again finds Doku on the far side, surrounded by Senegal players, at least two of them. Here's De Kuiper on the halfway line, striding confidently forward into the Senegal side of the field. Vanaken, Tielemans, right-footed crossfield ball, looking to get in behind here, and pulls the cross back. It's over the head of Trossard, and Senegal eventually clear. And then there's going to be a free kick. There's a collision between Tielemans, I think that's Ismaila Sarr, on the floor, and Senegal are going to get the decision from Mr. Martinez, the referee today. And yeah, Tielemans backing in there against Diarra, it was. Sunderland man. Beautiful shot of the Seattle skyline with the this very central based ground within the city centre here, up in the northwest. Senegal have possession just inside their own half. 21 minutes played in this one. A pivotal match for the American perspective, perhaps, because if they can get through Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight, and you would imagine the way they've been playing in this tournament that they will, both the way that both teams have been playing in this tournament, that they will, the US, they would face the winners of this one on Tuesday in the round of 16. Cease with the long ball forward for Senegal, looking for a man forward. He has found Diarra. Nice control from him. Back inside it comes. They'll now work it across the midfield. It's gone back to Cease. Here is Jacobs, the number 14, finds Mane on this near side touch line. Got Belgian defenders in his face. And it was Castagna who's robbed him. Can he keep it from going out? No. I think this should be a corner. We play on. Look like the ball's out to me. And if it was, it would have been a corner, but Senegal have it. Back central. Chance to work an angle here for the Africans, but no way through. And the press from De Bruyne was missed. Cease trying to work forward. It goes out to the far side towards Diarra. He'll run at the defenders just to the edge of the penalty area. Senegal still in possession. And the cross sort of shot, it comes in, it goes past everybody. Mane will pick it out and keep it in place smartly. His cross, he's batted against Castagna and out for a throw. Jacobs takes for Senegal. Back central it goes again into the midfield. Sarr trying to come out of his centre forward position and keep possession, and does so. Cease. Senegal continue to just try and work an angle here. Certainly they've been the better team in terms of possession in this first 24 minutes. We head towards our hydration break, which will be probably the next time the ball goes out of play, the way this spell of possession is going. Senegal still have it with Cease just inside the Belgium half. And here is Diarra on the far side. Chance for him to whip in across against Doku. He steps inside and steps back. Edge of the box. Finds a pass. This is Cease. It's going to come across to this side of the field. Sadio Mane, chance to cross maybe, does. And the flicked header is against the post, and then it's been put in, and Senegal have taken the lead. Habib Diarra was there to get the touch. And on 24 minutes, the African side have taken the lead here in Seattle. All smiles for Senegal in Seattle. Habib Diarra, the Sunderland midfielder, gets his 5th goal for his country. Belgium at 6s and 7s at the back. It was Mane's cross. As we wait for the replay to come up, they played it across nicely. It came over to this side for Mane. Right-footed cross. The first header was against the post, and then it was put in on the rebound by Diarra. Let's see who got the first header in. It was Sarr, who had the earlier chance. He's hit that post twice now in the first 25 minutes. And Habib Diarra was there to nick the rebound to put the African side in front. And the bench was happy with that one. Senegal bench anyway. And Rudy Garcia, whose team have really not had that much possession and sort of a half chance through Trossard, are now behind. We're back underway. Ball pumped forward. It's going to roll out on this near side for a Belgian throw. But Senegal take the lead then for Habib Diarra. Standing with the Belgian throw, and it's not beaten the first man, unfortunately for them, headed away. He will now have it back off the head of Yuri Tielemans. Chance to cross, and does so towards the back post. Nice take from Chow in the Senegal orange goalkeeping shirt. And he will roll it out, and they'll try and go again. This is Cease. And now Jacobs on this side, the number 14, just inside his own half. Senegal will keep the possession going. It's gone back again to the goalkeeper. After a momentary pause, he now clears long towards Sadio Mane on this side. He tried to roll his defender. It's gone out for a throw. And there is the hydration break signal from our referee. Well then. They came alive in that third group game, did Senegal, and got the win against Iraq. They flattered to deceive in the games before that. Much like Belgium, to be fair, they won all and then 0-0 before their big win against New Zealand. And Belgium, again, as we said in pre-game, really haven't pulled up any trees in the tournaments when they should have done over the last decade or so, be that European Championships or the World Cup, of course. Fall behind here to Senegal. Habib Diarra with the goal. He's 5th for his nation. And perhaps, if it stays, the most important one. The hydration break here in the first half. Senegal leading by a goal to 0. The Diarra goal a couple of moments ago. It was a Mane cross headed against the post by Ismaila Sarr. Second time he's hit the post in the game. And Courtois couldn't react quick enough to the rebound, which Habib Diarra snuck home. And the colourful and very rowdy Senegal support within the ground. Very pleased with that indeed. Quick reminder of the games to come over the next 24 hours or so of this round of 32 here at the FIFA World Cup tonight. It is the US against Bosnia and Herzegovina. That is the next game in the tournament. It's the next game on the network. Matthew Owens will have the call of that one, as the US will continue. And as we've been saying, if they can get past Bosnia in that game later on this evening, they will face the winners of this one in the next round. Tomorrow, an all-European affair in this time slot, although an hour earlier kickoff for Spain, who really have been a bit of a whimper so far in this tournament, against Austria. I'll be on the call of that one tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern time. That is 8 p.m. UK. And then Portugal against Croatia, also on deck for us. Oh, and Argentina and Cape Verde. Well done, JT. That's a big game. We're looking forward to that one. How many goals will Lionel Messi score against Cape Verde? Or will the Cinderella story of this World Cup continue? And what a moment that would be. But let's keep that one in our pocket until Friday. And then, as I said, we've got Portugal, Croatia as well. Back underway after the hydration break in the first half. 1-0 to Senegal. A goal scored just before that stoppage from Habib Diarra for them. And Belgium now with it all to do over the next hour or so. Much like England earlier on, behind, Congo had scored much earlier than this. Behind against the African nation with it all to do. Can they take solace in the fact that England got over the line earlier on? We've got someone on the field of play. Game has been stopped. We're not seeing it. We don't like this. Someone has managed to get onto the field of play. And the game will come to a brief halt. While someone who clearly had taken the hydration break far too seriously will now be hauled off to downtown Seattle, more downtown Seattle than we already are. He won't be watching USA versus Bosnia this evening. I would imagine not. The intruder has been removed from the field. Happy Chow telling his players to just keep their heads here. And the referee is about to drop the ball at the feet of Maxime de Kuiper, the Brighton Hove Albion defender, and we are back underway. I was having an intruder in behind me there, hence the look around, but all is well. And Belgium in possession on the left-hand side. Jeremy Doku with it for them, but going in the wrong direction. It's Castagna, number 21, on this near side for Belgium. And they'll play it around on the halfway line. Ball forward in towards Doku again, who stays central. Running at defenders, goes down. And the referee has told him to get up. In no uncertain terms, told Jeremy Doku to get to his feet. And he was right. In replay, that was a dive. And probably should have been a yellow card. But that rule seems to have gone by the wayside. Here is Cease for Senegal, their number 5, just inside the Belgium half. Diarra plays it off to Diatta. And it's gone back again across the Senegal back line. But Belgium being pinned back here inside their own half. A second for Senegal really would, you would say, turn the tie, but they have form in World Cup tournaments. Don't forget, of course, Senegal burst onto the scene in 2002, beating France in the opening game. Long ball forward towards Mane, but he won't reach that, and it'll be a Belgian goal kick. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, at the centre of all the controversy against Morocco in the AFCON final in February. Who knows who ended up winning that game? Or which way that game should have ended up spinning out, but hopefully we don't get a repeat of that here. We've actually had people coming on the field in this game so far that we shouldn't have had, rather than the people that should be on the field leaving it. And we will leave that there. as Tielemans has it for Belgium on the halfway line. Looking forward, looking for options. Didn't really find too many runners. He's found De Bruyne on this near side touchline. Plays a good ball down the channel to De Ketelaere, who's pulled it back, but it was straight to a Senegal defender, and it was Idrissa Gueye who cleared. Be a throw. And then we're going to have two balls on the field as the one came back out the stands. Castagna gets us back underway. Doku on this is moved to this near side for the moment anyway. He finds De Bruyne. Back to Jeremy Doku. And to check in towards De Bruyne. Good block. It was Diatta back there helping out. Senegal will try to clear with Mane, but he's running into trouble. And Belgium back in possession. Kuiper. Now it is Castagna on this inside again, the right back. Goes back inside. And again, it's Belgium's turn now to just try and work an angle across their defensive back line at the centre circle, the centre spot basically for Tielemans. Dropping back into a bit of a deeper position. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Senegal leading by a goal to nil in Seattle. The goal from Habib Diarra on it was 23 minutes or so just before that first hydration break, getting them in front. Long ball forward, looking for Trossard, but it's been cut out by a Senegal defender, and now's a break on perhaps for them. Running out defenders. Here is Mane. He'll go the other side and find Gueye. Back to the near side touchline towards Jacobs. He's picked it up. Has to check back. Papi sees chance to run. Ran into Doku, goes down, and referee just play on, and now gives a free kick. No, he doesn't. We are still playing on. Mane, and he gets it back off the nice 1-2 into the penalty area. Mane, he was closed down by Castagna in the end, and there was a tame shot that was straight down the neck of Courtois. Safe save for him. Castagna down momentarily, but he's back to his feet. And again, nice little link-up play there between Ismaila Sarr it was, and Mane couldn't quite work the angle in the end and was closed down by Castagna. Belgium have lost possession of it again on the halfway line. Here comes Senegal with Mane more central. In fact, that was Sarr, but he's been robbed. A very deep lying Trossard who tried to play a ball forward that was cut out. It's going to be a Belgium throw in pretty much on the halfway line on the far side. Seven minutes plus stoppage time to play in the first half. Of a game which Belgium don't really feel like they've got into through 37 minutes so far. One real chance from Trossard that they had on 10 minutes, but other than that, it's been all Senegal. But here's Doku, who has switched out to this near side. He finds De Bruyne, surrounded by green shirts. Back to Doku again. He's got two for company and not much help. Tries to work an angle for a cross. It loses De Bruyne, and it almost eluded everybody. Trossard has it about 30 yards out, and he gives it away, and then gives away a free kick as well in his haste to try and get it back from Idrissa Gueye. And it'll be a Senegal free kick. Pape Gueye, sorry, that's down and holding his hamstring, but I think he should be okay. Getting over a replay of the Mane chance from before. Just got out of his feet, and some good closing down from Castagna right at the point there to weaken the Mane effort. The goal, if hit the post, that chance there, and a couple of other half chances. They really have been the on-top team in this game through almost 40 minutes. And Belgium have possession, trying to work out this puzzle here on the halfway line. They'll go again from left to right and then back from right to left in their attempt to keep possession and work an angle. Meckler and De Kuiper back there. Here is Meckler. Out wide it's gone. De Kuiper with a chance to cross, and it was towards the central area, but the goalkeeper came out smartly to take, and his quick clearance has been cut back out again by De Kuiper in his defensive position, and Belgium have it back with De Bruyne on the halfway line. Finds Maxime De Kuiper on the far side. Left-footed slide raw ball in towards Trossard, edge of the penalty area on the far side. Not got much in terms of support. Being forced back here. Let's come all the way across to Castagna and now towards Doku. Yes, it will find him on the near side touchline. Okay, trying to get in there and break it up, but it didn't quite happen for him, and Belgium still have it. It's out with De Kuiper on the far side. In fact, it's Trossard, sorry, trying to break in from the left. And he's played a great ball into the penalty area, pulled back. Oh, well, there was no one there. It was De Kuiper that made the great run into the penalty area. But he's pulled back towards the penalty spot, found only Senegal defenders cleared for a throw. Here's Artetiat, the number 3. Trossard. Castagna. He's got Doku on his right if he chooses to use him. Tielemans trying to make a one through the middle. Castagna's ball in and cleared. Only as far as De Bruyne, and the referee has whistled for a foul from De Ketelaere from the initial cross. Senegal player on the ground here. It is Moussa Niakhaté. I'm trying to work out how he got on the ground, but that's the replay we're seeing is of a different incident, which it might have been. Pensive-looking Belgium supporters in the crowd. They've seen and done this before. Got some firepower on the bench if they choose to use it. And those players are warming up now, including Red Rom, Romelu Lukaku down there, who of course made the instant impact when he came off the bench against Egypt and got involved in the goal in that game. Tielemans for Belgium trying to play their ball down the right-hand channel of Doku, cut out, and Senegal will try and go back the other way. That's a fairly overhit pass, which they will deal with nicely in the far corner for Belgium. 2 minutes left before we get to first half stoppage time here in Seattle. Belgium have it inside their own half. It's out on the far side with Trossard, who plays the ball along over the top onto the chest of De Bruyne, nicely controlled. Chance to step away. He's found Doku into the penalty area. Chance for Jeremy Doku, and his cross ended up deflecting up into the sky and picked by the goalkeeper. Wasn't meant to go where it ended up from Doku, but could have spun anywhere. There was a couple of players in there for Belgium. In fact, it was Trossard at the back post was unmarked if it had found him. Senegal have it briefly, and they will now have a free kick, in fact. No, they won't. It's a Belgian free kick. Hans Vanaken on the floor. The holding midfielder. They've taken it quickly of Belgium. Out to the far side. Trossard. Into the penalty area towards De Ketelaere. Chance to try and turn and cross, and his cross is deflected out. It'll be a Belgian corner as we approach first half stoppage time. It was Papi Cease back there to make the stretch and get the touch. Against Teketla, who's a new name on me going into this tournament, but decent goal scoring record for Atalanta this season in Serie A. Final chance perhaps of the first half here for Belgium, with a De Bruyne corner which has gone short to the edge of the box. It's Maxime de Kuiper with a shot. Oh, and the goalkeeper at full stretch from the right-footed effort has palmed that one behind for a corner on the other side. Good angle for the replay here. Is that going in? Yeah, it was. That was on target from de Kuiper, the Brighton and Hove Albion man, on his weaker foot, you would say, the right foot. Pulls a good save there, does Mori Jiao. De Bruyne has come all the way across to this near side touchline to take this corner. 5 minutes will be added in the first half. Driven corner from De Bruyne. It's found ahead of, I think that was De Kuiper again, it was. And it's going to go out for a goal kick again this time. Two chances for the left back there in quick succession. The first one much better than the first. The first one much better than the second, sorry. Pensive looking faces, as I said, from the Belgian fans inside the stadium. The Senegalese fans, though, loving life. Plenty of random club kits doing the rounds. I saw a couple of Manchester United top shirts and an AC Milan one there in that freeze frame. Anyway, Senegal going forward. Here is a chance here into the penalty area for Idrissa Gueye, and he'll bounce back, and on the stretch, that was Diatta with the stretch move, and it spins out for a goal kick. Feels like Senegal, if they could get a second before the end of this first half or early in the second, there's a good chance they could put this game to bed, because there has not been much in the way of firepower from Belgium so far. Trossard has it for them on the far side. He plays a nice little ball inside. It's going to come across all the way to this near side touchline with Castagna in towards De Bruyne. Nice first time ball to Doku on the touchline. Back to KDB. And he tries to flick one forward again towards Doku. And the Senegal defenders working together nicely to let that run. Goal kick. Two minutes of the five played in first half stoppage time. Here in Seattle, Jiao kicks long from the goal kick. It's gone into possession of Belgium with Tielemans at the halfway line. He finds Doku, who goes down under a challenge and wins a free kick for his side. One more chance perhaps to pump a few forward. No, they've gone short with a free kick of Belgium. Van Aken over the top. De Kuiper on the far side. Van Aken again. All forward here for Belgium inside the Senegal half. Trossard. Still Senegal using their lines here to try and keep their shape, and they're doing exactly the job that they need to do here to keep Belgium out before half time. We approach the final minute of the first half. Trossard again for them. Tielemans onto Doku, centre of the field, surrounded by defenders, goes down. And referee this time gives Jeremy Doku the benefit of the doubt. It will be a free kick. Actually was two fouls on him there. He skipped away from the first one. That's the one the referee's actually pulled it back for, in terms of the spotting here of this free kick at the end of the first half, which is in Kevin De Bruyne range, although it is fairly central. So we'll see what he can do here. He and Maxime de Kuiper standing over the ball. Might be a bit of a better angle for a left footer, perhaps. 5 in the wall for Senegal. 3 Belgian players on the end of said wall. Tielemans the captain trying to get involved in this free kick debate here as well. He's now stepped away. It's going to be De Kuiper, or is it going to be De Bruyne? It's going to be Maxime de Kuiper with a left-footed effort straight into the wall, and it'll spin across to the far side and thrashed clear by a Senegal defender, and it's going to go all the way through to Courtois in the Belgian goal. So chance for them to do something there, but chance perhaps wasted. Is De Bruyne trying to launch one long, quarterback style? Then all about that here. He's found Jeremy Doku skipping away. Actually has to go back to Tielemans, edge of the penalty area. Chance for him to maybe put out a cross. He does. And it's headed clear. Only as far as De Bruyne and on the bounce. His volley is into the hands of the goalkeeper. We tick towards half-time, and there is indeed the half-time whistle here in Seattle. Belgium 0, Senegal 1 at Lumen Field, and at half-time in this round of 32 game. As you can see, Habib Diarra on 25 minutes after a Ismaila Sarr header hit the post. He was there to flick home the rebound to put Senegal in front at half-time here in the Northwest in the second game of 3 here on this World Cup Wednesday. England getting over the line earlier on against Congo to book their place against Mexico on Sunday night. The next game coming up for us, of course, later on this evening. Matthew Owens will have the call of the USA against Bosnia and Herzegovina from San Francisco. That comes your way at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. UK. So our next match up here on the network, and that is, of course, the next game of the tournament. And the winners of this one will play, which we are watching and listening to now, will play the winners of that one in the next round. And that'll be on Tuesday night in the same time slot. There is the bracket. Thank you, JT, as it stands. As we know, a couple of round of 16 matches already put together. As I said, England getting their place against Mexico secured earlier on this afternoon with that come from behind win against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Brazil versus Norway on Sunday is going to be a tasty one. Haaland versus Brazil. France, we know, have been absolutely wonderful form so far. They will take on Paraguay on Saturday. Paraguay, of course, beating Germany on penalties on Monday, and Canada against Morocco as well on Saturday. That'll be the first game of the round of 16 matchups. So we have 2 of the host nations through the round of 16. Can the US make it 3 later on this evening? Time will tell. And as I said, they will face the winners of this game, which at the moment they would, I think, you would take on paper. On paper, you would take Senegal in the next one if you are of an American persuasion. But they've certainly been the better side through the first half here. And that is borne out in the scoreline being a goal to nil. Actually, Belgium ended up with more possession at the end of the first half, but only just 51 to 49. 7 shots to 5 in Senegal's favour. According to Sky, no clear-cut chances in the first half, but There was a goal. Senegal also hit the post. Both goalkeepers have been fairly busy. And Senegal will go in the happier at the break. Mentioned the US against Bosnia tonight. More games to come tomorrow. There is the reminder again on screen about the US's 8 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern, a all-European affair, which I'll be back on for. Looking forward to this one. Spain against Austria, the Group H winners, Spain. But they started slowly with that 0-0 draw against Cape Verde. 4-0 winners against Saudi Arabia, and then the 1-0 win against Uruguay. Austria, coming out of Argentina's group, Group J, beat Jordan 3-1 in their opening game before losing to Argentina by 2-0. And then that goal-filled 3-3 draw against Algeria. So Group J, another of the groups that has got 3 teams coming out of it with this expanded tournament. So yeah, Spain versus Austria tomorrow with myself. Means your Thursday afternoon game, US time. Thursday evening for us here in the European time zone. And then on Friday, I think one that everyone is looking forward to is just to see what happens, really. Argentina, the holders, who have, well, one man has been lighting up the tournament for them so far, and that's, of course, Leo Messi. They will take on the Cape Verde Islands, which a tournament, a sentence you would never have said, or never even dreamt of saying, perhaps, not so long ago. But they've gone out of the group with 3 draws, and they will face Argentina, who have only conceded the 1 goal so far in their 3 wins in Group J. Coming your way on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We've also got Colombia versus Ghana on Friday night too. Ghana, of course, second in England's group, and Colombia coming out of Group K to be beaten. Colombia, 2 wins and a draw for them against Ghana, who likewise beat Panama, drew with England. They did lose to Croatia in their final game, but again, it didn't matter in the end. So that's going to be it's got World Cup written all over it, hasn't it? Colombia versus Ghana in a knockout game. Should be a good one on Friday night. In the round of 16, confirmed to have so far France versus Paraguay, Saturday, 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. US Eastern Time. That's got Canada versus Morocco before that, but the first confirmed game here on the network is Paraguay versus Kylian Mbappe and France. Paraguay, of course, defeating Germany on penalties a couple of days ago in dramatic fashion. And as I mentioned, Brazil-Norway on Sunday is looking like that could be a good one too. Late winner for Brazil against Japan, getting them over the line. Norway, again, with a late winner for Erling Haaland, beating Ivory Coast in this round. That was on Tuesday. That was yesterday. So Brazil-Norway is going to be coming our way across the weekend. If you're of a JB and racing perspective, there's the Grand Prix at Silverstone at the weekend, and NASCAR returns to Chicagoland on Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. First time back there in 5-6 years. At Juliet, just outside of Chicago. Looking forward to that one. Back on the 1.5 this week after a couple of road and street course races for NASCAR coming your way on Sunday. And of course, as I mentioned, it's Formula One at Silverstone, the British Grand Prix on JB Motorsports. I'll be in attendance. Looking very much forward to my third Grand Prix in person on Sunday. Half-time then here at Lumen Field. And Senegal lead by a 1-0. Habib Diarra with it on 24 minutes. I wonder if Matthew Owens is listening, because he might be melting where he is. He's just sent me a photo of the temperature gauge in his car, which reads 102 Fahrenheit. Goodness me. There's a comment in the chat from Matthew saying, hello, everyone. I'm not sure when that was, but if you're still listening, Mr. Owens, hello to you. 107, JP. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, he is listening. Hello at half-time, Mr. Owens, as he's, by the looks of it, in his car somewhere on the way home to get ready for the US game, I'm sure. But 107, you said. Wow. Wow. Well, there you go. It's been a warm one in Europe, especially over the last week or so. They also let you out again, which is handy for us. How was your trip to the Flatlands? Aha. Be able to hear from JP.
It was.
Here we go.
It was very good. It was very hot. 42 degrees Celsius on an active airbase on a field surrounded by tarmac and runways and taxiways. It's basically all of this stuff that seems a very hot day. But yeah, it was really good, and was way too packed for 50 hours going to Belgium and back and having 2 packed days. We left at 9 p.m. Friday night, got back 11:30 Sunday night.
Wow.
So
Whistle stop tour.
Matthew says it's still he's still listening and still very hot up here too.
It is hot up here too. Very good. Don't mind a little trip to Europe. It's been a while. Thanks, pandemic. But
that was the first time that I've been abroad since 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought 2020 was a long time, and it is. 2020 was a long time ago, but 12 years, goodness.
That was Turkey, by the way, and then before that
Turkey.
was yes. Before that was 2010, which was Orlando/Daytona. Soon to be repeated in 2027.
Yeah,
Orlando/Daytona.
We know you'll be stateside in February for just a certain small gathering of people in Florida.
Yes.
For a certain 500-mile race.
150,000 people, just a small gathering.
Small gathering.
Yes. On a small area of land.
Yes. Yes, with a big lake in the middle.
One thing that I did get from Belgium was that they were doing this special offer. If you brought 2 6-packs of 500 milliliters Coca-Cola bottles, you could get Belgian World Cup glasses.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't have my webcam plugged in, so I can't turn it on and show
But you have one.
I have two.
Two. Very good.
Because it was buy 2 packs, get 2 glasses.
Oh, well. No fun in having one, I suppose.
Exactly. However, our glasses cabinet is already overflowing, so I will.
Isn't everybody that's got a glass cabinet? To be fair, if you're a keeper of
Glasses
glass,
and plastic Tupperware.
oh yes, in a house with 2 small children, plastic Tupperware is could be used as currency in this house. I'll be honest.
It's always you have a cupboard full of glasses that is overflowing, then you have all of the plastic Tupperware, and then you just have this random drawer of just all this random stuff where you want to look for this one thing and you look for 10 minutes before you can find it, and you're just rummaging through this drawer with the most randomest of stuff in it. I have sent you a photo of said glass on the Discord.
Oh, very good.
And I have just opened up my Discord to 10 private messages from the JBM group chat. Fun.
Well, oh yeah, very good.
Yeah. Also, some random thing that was in the Calais terminal duty free. Normally, you don't put Mentos and Coca-Cola together, right? Because we all know what happens there. Fresh cola flavoured Mentos, and no, they haven't exploded yet.
Wow.
Believe it or not,
managed to put them together without them going bang.
Matthew has said, when I come to England, can you guys go ahead and get this air conditioning thing settled, please, and thank you.
Well, if you are still planning to come in April/May, it won't be a problem. And get here quickly.
Yes.
Talking of quickly, it's quickly time to get ready to go here for the second half in Seattle, where there has been a Belgian substitution at half-time. And it is going to be Romelu Lukaku, who we mentioned at the end of the first half was having a vigorous warm-up. He is going to be introduced here at the break for a slightly glum-faced looking Charles de Ketelaere, who has made way. So a change up top for Belgium. We are about to get the second half underway. Senegal will start us off kicking from right to left. And we are underway now for the second half of this second round/round of 32 game, whatever you want to call it, in Seattle. And Senegal straight forward into the Belgian penalty area from the kickoff. It's gone out wide to Sadio Mane, who's duped back into the penalty area, blocked out by some defenders. Second shot going in was also blocked. But Senegal coming out firing here at the beginning of the second half. Mane has it again on the far side. Crossed in, flicked away by a head, only as far as a shot coming in the end from Ndiaye. But he's dragged that wide, unfortunately. Had time to think about that and still ended up with a poor effort in the end. But Senegal coming up very quickly on the offensive there at the start of the second half. And Ndiaye shot through a crowded players and out for a goal kick. Here is Trossard for Belgium, just inside his own half, now across the halfway line, striding forward, continues to move, plays it in, Van Aken, and he looked for Lukaku, couldn't find him. Senegal will clear from inside their own penalty area, and that's going to go all the way through to Thibaut Courtois in the Belgian goal. Tielemans ball forward, flicked on by Van Aken. There's Doku trying to find Trossard, cut out. Senegal have it. Just a gate towards Diatta on this near side. He twists and turns away from Tiat. Still going. In fact, it's Ndiaye. And he has to go back in the end. Fast start to this second half inside the first 2 minutes. Both teams looking like they're on on the attack here to try and Belgium get back in the game and Senegal to perhaps put it out of reach. They're in possession just inside the Belgian half. It's out wide left to Mane. He finds Jacobs, tried the cross, comes off Castagna, who prevents the corner. And Doku will help him out, try and clear, in fact, wins a free kick to relieve some Belgian pressure at the start of this second half. 1-0 in Seattle. If you're just joining us, second half underway. Matt White here with you for the Ultimate Sports Network. Senegal leading with a goal in the 25th minute from Habib Diarra. And they have been the better team. And Trossard has taken a knock here for Belgium, but he's back up on his feet. Senegal have been the better side. They've had the better chances to hit the post as well as scoring the goal. Belgium have not threatened, and they've thrown Romelu Lukaku on for this second half, and see what they make of that. Here's De Kuyper forward from left back for Belgium. Trossard picks it up. Van Anken pulls it inside. Tielemans, surrounded by Senegal defenders, has to go back. It comes out to Trossard, who stayed on the left-hand side. They switched that around halfway through the first half. He and Doku switching sides, and they've stayed with Doku on the right for Belgium at the moment. Castagna has it on the halfway line. Ball forward towards Trossard. He was out-jumped. Tielemans. Now Maxime De Kuyper, poor first touch. Had a chance to maybe put a cross in there, but the first touch took it away from him and out for a throw. For Senegal, which they take. Dye trying to run away from De Kuyper, wins himself a free kick. Probably could have played on there, the referee, but pulled it back for the shirt pull. Senegal will have the free kick just inside the Belgian half. Papi Chow looking on. He's ditched the jacket for the second half. Means business with his side up 1-0. In possession of the ball, centre of the field. And now it goes to the far side with Jacobs. Mane. Trying to work himself an angle perhaps for a cross. Gives it back to Jacobs. Here's Idrissa Gueye. And Belgium press puts Senegal back to the halfway line. But now it's Ndiaye on this near side touchdown, number 13. Into the centre. And it will go across to the far side with Mane. Jacobs trying to pull some players away with the run. Mane will get to the byline and cross. Pull back to the edge of the area. And what a chance. Diarra, the goal scorer from the penalty spot this time with his left-footed shot. But only wide. For the Senegal hero of the day so far. Could have doubled their lead there. That was a good chance. But the shot was dragged and out for a goal kick. Senegal will have it back and play a long ball forward over the top towards Idrissa Gueye. He's got behind defenders and scores. Well, there's the second. 5 minutes into the second half. And Senegal double their lead. Ismaila Sarr has got it. Heartbreak for the Belgians in the stands here in Seattle. It's a party for the Senegalese. Long ball forward over the top, which we haven't really seen too much of in this game. Rudy Garcia has some thinking to do here now for Belgium because they are staring down the barrel of going out. Here it is in replay. Long ball forward from the left-hand side. He was onside. Getting behind two defenders. First touch to take it down. And then rifled the right-footed shot. Past the statuesque almost Courtois. And the Crystal Palace man gets his 20th international goal. And what a time to do so. Belgium 0, Senegal 2. Ismaila Sarr Not a good day so far for the African nations with Congo going out, but this may change things for them. Senegal 2 up. It's happening again for Belgium at a major tournament. Seven minutes in now to the second half, and you feel as we get back on, I was about to say off, but no. His fourth goal of the tournament as well, Ismail Assar. He's in a rich vein of form, and that could be a very crucial goal indeed in the context of the game. Certainly in the context of the game, but in the context of Senegal's tournament, if they want to continue in this matchup. And of course, again, remind you, if you're just joining in late, the winner of this game will play the winner of the US versus Bosnia, which is the next game in the tournament later this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Senegal have a free kick on the halfway line. A shrug of the shoulders from Yuri Tielemans. He couldn't believe that the free kick had gone against him. An upset looking Rudy Garcia here because his side are in real trouble. It's Ismail Assar that's on the deck from the foul by Tielemans, and he did get a shove in the back. As we see again the replay, great touch on the shoulder to take the ball down over his head, and then the right-footed shot rifled past Courtois. And here they come again on the far side. It's going to be Mane if he can get there first. And he almost skipped past Tielemans. That would have been a delightful bit of play, but he loses out. Doku with a nice move to try and get himself clear. Goes down, and referee will give Belgium a free kick. I don't think I expected at any point in this game today that Senegal will be leading 2-0. I have to be honest. And they've just got a free kick, which Senegal did not believe they should have been given, but they have got it. Van Aken winning it in the centre of the field. The long ball forward down the right-hand side looking for Doku. It's going to go over his head and out for a throw. Lovely touching replay there from Doku from before as he tried to make a break out of defence. A little shuffle. I'm just trying to work it forward again here. Here's Tielemans. They need to do something, and they need to do something quick. About 30 yards out, goes right-hand side to Jeremy Doku. Dancing feet of him against Jacobs, hits Jacobs, and it will spin out for a Belgian throw. And we're going to see a substitution here, I believe. Referee was looking towards the near side touchline there as the camera cut away. Jeremy Doku shaking his head. It's going to be a double change. I think it's going to be him that's coming off. Coming on, I can tell you, Dodi Lubreko, it's De Bruyne and Doku off. It's Lubreko and Nicholas Raskin, the Rangers man, coming on. So double change for Belgium. That's 3 they've made now with Lukaku coming on at half-time. Doku not happy that he's been pulled off. And you would imagine, as the throw comes in, we'll get back to that, flicked on, and behind, it's going to be a goal kick, yes. Senegal. You would imagine as a Belgian supporter, I know your team are 2-0 down, but I don't think you want Jeremy Doku and Kevin De Bruyne off the field for the last half hour, and perhaps more. But Garcia has rung the changes, and 2 of their most influential players now off the field. Make of that what you will. Ball back in play with Mane at the halfway line. He's touched back to Sarr, who goes on with it, and here's comes into the penalty area, crossed in, no one there though. And Day was racing to get forward to keep up with him, but was behind the play, and it goes out for a throw. Senegal have it back at the halfway line on the far side. Tucked inside it goes. And they will stroke it around In defence, Diatta and Dye. Diatta again. 35 yards out for Senegal down this near side. Dye. Diarra fouled. Raskin's first involvement after coming on is to give away a free kick. And more shots of unhappy Belgian supporters in the grandstands. In the crowd here. In Seattle. Looks like perhaps their World Cup journey is coming to an end. Still half an hour to play and change. And Senegal in possession, way deep inside their own half, and they will now just want to play keep ball for the next 30 minutes and see this one out. A long way to go, though. Nice little touch on after the pump forward, but Belgium have got it back. And it's going to end up going back to the goalkeeper, is it? No. Belgium in possession in defence with Michele and Castagna. Kibako, the substitute, who's a straight swap on the right hand side there for Doku. Again, Belgium in possession within their own half, and the press from Senegal is pinning them back. It's ending up going back to Courtois here. There's half an hour to go, but you don't feel like there's much time to waste here for Belgium. As they come forward again, here's Trossard trying to play a ball in towards Lukaku. First involvement he's had, edge of the penalty area. Van Aken was there and it was robbed from his toe. But they've got it back, Belgium, with Trossard. Has a ball as this side if he wants to use it. No, goes the other way. Miki Bakayoko, the sub, sits down the Senegal defender into the penalty area, beats another man, gets his left footed shot away, and it's blocked. But only half clear. Belgium have it back again. Michele, number 4. Castagna. Raskin, the sub. Tries to play towards. It's fallen to the feet of Lukaku again, edge of the penalty area. Here's Tielemans. Into the penalty area he goes, and his shot is into the side netting. He wants a corner, and he's got it. Nice hold-up play from Lukaku. Trying to get Tielemans in around the corner. And he shot. Took a touch off the defender, and Belgium will have a corner here. Not sure that took a touch in replay, but they've given it and they will take it. And Tielemans, in fact, the man that won it, will take the corner right-footed. Doesn't beat the first man. Senegal clear. And it's going to spin all the way through to Courtois. In the centre circle, gets it back again from the Belgian defender. That's good pressing from Senegal. Courtois pumps it forward. Flicked on by Tielemans. Castagna. Raskin. And back again across the back line it goes for Belgium. We've got Trossard on this near side if they want to use him. We'll go to him now. Everybody back for Senegal. Trossard, a great ball over the top looking for Tielemans, but headed clear by Drissagay for a throw. De Kuyper takes quickly, looking for Tielemans, cut straight out. Bit of a rush on here. De Kuyper's got it back again. Edge of the penalty area. Van Aken into Lukaku. I'll try to set it off for Miki Bakayoko, the substitute, but it was blocked. Belgium still in possession. De Kuyper. And he wins a throw. It's going to be another change for Belgium upcoming. And the referee. Belgium took the throw, and I think they're going to make the change first here. It's Diego Moreira from Strasbourg who is ready to come on, not to be confused with the Diego Moreira who rides in MotoGP. Long ball forward from Senegal from their back line. I'm not going to make the sub yet. We're back in play. And Trossard goes down under a foul. Is it? Yes. Got A hit in the back there from Diatta, I believe that was. And Belgium will have a free kick. Was Diatta. That'll be a sore one for Trossard. Knee in the lower back. "62 minutes on the clock. I thought we were about to get the hydration break. No. Referee Martinez having a word with Rudy Garcia down there. That challenge was right in front of the bench. So Moreira on, and it's Van Anken who's in the centre of midfield that's gone off. So Belgium with one more change in their pocket. Back underway. Lucky Paquet on the far side for Belgium, trying to step in on his left foot. Tried to find Moreira, it's cut out. Senegal have it, and now they'll have a free kick as well. Just on the centre circle. And a yellow card issued to Brandon Michele for that foul on Ismail Assar. Nice little flick round the corner, and Assar hitting the deck. So that's the first yellow card of the game, about checking. To Brandon Michele, the Club Brugge defender. It's only his 10th appearance for his national team, and Sarr is still down with 4 of his teammates around him, yet no medical assistance, which is now being waved away. So I hope referee Martinez is paying attention here and adding all the time on. JT confirming that is the first goal of the game. Thought so, thank you. And Senegal get us back underway, and they've gone back to Diao, the goalkeeper, from the edge of his D. Hits long, crossfield, right-footed, and it's misplaced pass, long ball, and it's going all the way through to Courtois in the Belgian goal. 25 minutes to play in Seattle. Belgium 0, Senegal 2, for a chance to face the US or Bosnia in the next round. Here comes Trossard, striding forward on this left-hand side. He's got a man outside of him. He chooses to go inside to Raskin. Michele, number 4. Castagna, back across to the other side it goes. Lucky Paquet, there's another of the subs. He plays a nice ball in. It was towards the chest of Lukaku, who hit him quite hard, and then Trossard is going to be adjudged to have fouled Idrissa Gueye on the edge of the Senegal box, and it is a Senegal free kick. It was fizzed in, that one, to Lukaku, who tried his best with the chest to control. We're going to see a Senegal change here, and it's Pat Gueye, the number 26, who is going to make way. The Villarreal midfielder, and Lamine Camara, who plays his club football at Monaco, wearing the number 8, will replace him. Referee insisting that Pat Gueye gets a move on here with his getting himself off the field. And he does. And Camara will replace it. We're back underway from the free kick for Senegal, taken long by the goalkeeper out towards the left-hand side. It was a Jacobs flick on, but they couldn't collect from there, and it goes back to Courtois in the Belgian goal. We are moments away from the hydration break in the second half here in Seattle, given away by Michele. Senegal have it centre of the field. Here's Ndiaye. That's behind Sarr. He couldn't collect, and Belgium will try to clear with Tielemans. Long ball forward, raking past, but he couldn't find Miki Bakao, and Senegal cut out. Trossard again in the middle of the field. He wins another free kick, goes down, and it was Camara who's just come on, and his first involvement is his name in the referee's book. The foul on Trossard. Miscontrol from Kamara. Trossard got to it first. Not sure there was much in it. I'm not sure it was cardable. Anyway, here's Moreira for Belgium down the left-hand side, and he's run into trouble with Diatta, who clears, but gives it away. Belgium have it back. Next goal you feel is vital in this game. If Belgium get a foothold back in this in the next 20 with 20 minutes plus a bit to play, they've got a chance. But if Senegal get another one, it's going to be game over at 3-0. Here's Raskin. Gives it to Tielemans, gets it back just inside the Senegal half. It's after Tiatla number 3. And there's Senegal have forced them back again. It's good pressing from the African nations. Gone back to Courtois. Confirmation on the world feed of Lamine Kamara's yellow card. Going to be talking about another Lamine tomorrow in Spain versus Austria. Let's hope he can light up that one in the game tomorrow afternoon. And whilst all European affair will be bringing you here on USN. Here's Raskin for Belgium. Finds De Kuiper. It's out to Moreira, who's painted to the touchline, the substitute. Tries to dance his way towards the penalty area. Right-footed cross off for defender. Up in the air. And a good take from Dial, the goalkeeper. The misstruck clearance falls into the arms of the Senegal glovesman. And Senegal now trying to just keep a little bit of possession here, trying to wind this down because they know the hydration break is coming shortly, but they've been robbed. One inside their own half. De Kuiper chance to cross, does so towards Lukaku over his head and over the head of Tielemans. And it'll spin all the way up towards Mane. He loses out. Tielemans again, left-footed crossing towards Lukaku, who's just behind him, and he goes all the way through for a goal kick. And there is the hydration break in the second half called. Yuri Tielemans very upset with something. I think the referee perhaps, but in fact, no, there's a confrontation here between Trossard and Kamara, who had that coming together before. And as the sides go off for their hydration break, Leandro Trossard is not HP. But who can blame him? His side are 2-0 down with 20 minutes left here, and really haven't really shown any sign of getting one back, let alone now two. As you can see on screen, the goal scorers, Sarr in the second half, just after half time, a great goal. He's fourth of the tournament. And Diatta in midway through the first half. Senegal 2 up. Rudy Garcia having a final chat with his team. He's taken 2 of their most influential players off the field. He's brought 33 now, only 33, Romelu Lukaku on. He hasn't had any involvement really in this second half since coming on at half time. We're now seeing a replay, if you're watching the world feed, pictures of the second goal. Ismaila Sarr of Crystal Palace breaking ranks and firing home. Great first touch to control. And then leaving defenders in his wake. A right-footed rocket to double the lead for Senegal in front of plenty of them in the stand here in Seattle. And very happy they are too. 2-0 then, 20 minutes or so to go. We come out of this second hydration break, which is about to finish. Quick reminder, if it stays like this, Senegal will be through to the round of 16 and they will face the winners of the game later tonight in San Francisco. There's the bracket on screen. Thank you, JT. Senegal would go through and they would face the winners of the United States against Bosnia and Herzegovina from San Francisco on the All Sports Network later tonight with Matthew Owens. as the US continue their march through the tournament. And if we can get all three of the host nations into the round of 16, that'll be something. It's going to be a change for Senegal coming out of this hydration break. And Dai is coming off. And Ibrahim Mbaye, Paris Saint-Germain, is going to replace him. Two changes, in fact. Pape Sarr of Tottenham. He's also coming on. Diarra, the goal scorer, has the score of the first goal for Senegal has gone off. So a double change for them. They try and shore this up with 20 or so minutes to play. So they've got two substitutions left in their pocket. Belgium only have the one. And we are about to get back underway here, out of the hydration break. And we are now back underway with a long ball forward from Diao, the Senegal goalkeeper, off the goal kick. Belgium have it back with Lukaku. He finds some support on the right-hand side, but now it is Raskin in the centre. He finds Moreira this side. Tries to duke and jive inside. Senegal cut it out, and they've just got to keep plugging the holes here for 20 odd minutes and see this through and see their spot in the last 16 confirmed. De Kuyper blocked by defenders, wins a throw, takes it quickly. Back to Brandon McKay at the back for Belgium. Trossard going deep. The number 10 trying to pull some strings from a deeper line position here. Still trying to think about what he can do. He's got Senegalese players around him. He plays a crossfield ball, Castagna. Luka Bacchio again. Trying to get inside. Does he win a free kick? No, goes down and stays down. Senegal come away with the ball. Jacobs. Long ball down the left-hand channel. Chance to run onto it here. A chance of a cross. No. Kamara chose not to. Goes backwards to Jacobs. There was 4 in there for Senegal, but they chose just to keep the ball here. We'll do so inside the Belgium half. Sarr, one of the substitutes. And instructed to go back to the goalkeeper from halfway. They're just trying to keep as much possession as they can here and stop any Belgian chance coming their way, but got to keep their concentration. Still 15 minutes plus any stoppage time, of which there should be a few minutes. Of course, we've got at least 3 for the hydration break, and there's been some substitutions as well. Diao, the Senegal goalkeeper, has the ball at his feet. He finds Idrissa Gueye. Senegal coming forward on the far side. Mane, under pressure from Tielemans, goes over and wins Senegal a free kick. And Belgium are getting their final change ready. So Thomas Meunier, who's a defender, is getting ready to come on here. Might be a case of throwing another big man up top, perhaps, but we'll see who it is they take off. Bacchio just went down under a challenge in the centre circle, but Raskin has it for Belgium. Now it is Castagna. Again, Raskin. Michele stepping forward. Furthest the Belgian back line have been up all game. Shot from distance by Fiat, but it was blocked, and the long ball forward from Senegal is too long for Sadio Mane to collect, and that's going to run through all the way down into the corner flag area for Courtois to collect. Belgium will have to build from the back yet again. 14 minutes plus stoppage time to play. They are 2 goals behind. Luka Bacchio on the far side. Plays it in towards Trossard, 25 yards out. Senegal players straight to his feet. is Raskin. Chance to cross, does so deep towards the back post. De Kuiper with a header down, and it's cleared by a Senegal defender, but not too far away, with more up than out. Headed back forward again. Moreira underneath it. Comes back to Michele. Thought it was going to be a free kick. Referee says play on. Luca back here on the far side. Chance for him to try and dig out a cross into the penalty area. Still trying to dive and juke. And the shot is wide on the left foot, looking for the far corner. Dodi Luca Bacchio, not too far away. And in replay, not too far away at all from getting Belgium back in it. Probably the closest they've come. Curling left-footed shot. It is Moynier that's come on, and it's De Kuiper that's come off from left back. So it's a straight change of some description. De Kuiper has been up and down fair all afternoon on the left-hand side. Mane fouled at halfway on the far side, and Senegal have got a free kick, and Mane thought about getting up and then decided to stay down just for an extra second or two, with his team 2-0 up. Ricky Garcia scrambling through notes on the touchline, but he can do nothing else now for the next 12 minutes plus stoppage time. He's made all his changes. He's just got to go with the 11 men that are on the field and hope that they can pull him out of a hole here and get them through. But it's been given away. And here's Sadio Mane, left-hand side, into the penalty area. Cross was blocked by Michele, and it spins out for a throw. Which they're going to take their time in taking here. You can tell the fans in the grandstands, the Senegal ones are standing up, the Belgian ones are sat down with 10 minutes to play. Here's Idrissa Gueye for Senegal, back at the halfway line. It's come all the way across to this side. Sarr. And back to the goalkeeper he goes again. They'll just work it forward, try and keep possession, and work it backwards, will Senegal. No need to do any more than that, apart from clock management here. Here is Sadio Mane up the halfway line, striding forward and playing a nice crossfield ball to this side. A nice touch inside. And it was blocked by Moreira in the end, the cross from Kamara. Belgium trying to come away with it. But they're being hassled and harried, is Moreira, and he ends up giving it away. And the referee has signalled for a free kick. Which way's it gone? It's questionable. I think it's gone Senegal's way. It was Castagna on Ismaila Sarr on the edge of the box. Yep, foul. Definitely a foul. And Castagna, a puzzled look on his face in slow motion. In fact, it's not going to be a Senegal free kick, is it? Now we've come out of the replays. Belgium are going to have the ball. No, they're not. I'll take that back. Camera trickery there. So it's going to be a Senegal free kick just past the corner of the penalty box on this near side. Kamara standing over it. Chance to put a final nail in the Belgian coffin here, perhaps, for the African nation. And it goes, and cleared. Wasn't too many men to aim at there, really, but Belgium will get it clear, but they've not kept the possession. Crossfield ball again is cleared. And Luca Bacchio couldn't keep it under control, and he puts it out for a throw. Which Senegal will take. Here's Papissar. And back again it goes across the back line. Senegal just trying to keep as much of the ball as they can in these last now 9 minutes here in Seattle. They lead by 2-0. Diao, the goalkeeper, clears long up towards the halfway line. It's over Ismaila Sarr's head. Castagna back there to sweep up. He switched to left back, by the way, with Meunier coming on. He's gone to the right-hand side after that substitution a few minutes ago. Michele for Belgium. And Tiat. Now it's Moreira. Two of the long-haired players for Belgium combining. Tiat again. Moreira's gone in front of him. He chooses to go inside. Here's Michele. And it goes across to the right-hand side with Luca Bacchio. Got support in front of him. Chance for a left-footed ball in. It does go in, and there's a header there from, I think, Castagna. Yeah, it was, coming in from left back. He couldn't get his header on target. Goal kick. Everything looking like it's going through. Dode, Luca Bacchio on the right here at the minute for Belgium. At the shot from a couple of minutes ago, which was not so far away, and that cross towards Castagna couldn't get his header on target. Trossard in towards Tielemans, edge of the penalty area, left-footed shot under pressure and over the bar. Yuri Tielemans, the Belgian captain. See how that started, but they were playing it, trying to play out from the back, Senegal, and Belgium broke back quickly. Tielemans rolling the defender there, getting it back from Trossard, but couldn't direct his shot goalwards. Running out of time here are Belgium. Back underway. Diao clearing long, the Senegal goalkeeper looking for Sarr. Oh, that's going to break for Mane, who's got a chance to go through, has he? Right-footed shot saved. Right-footed shot saved, then cleared by Michele, but only as far as Kamara. The Belgium have got players back now to defend. Senegal will just slow it down slightly, but that was a good chance. In fact, in the end, it's going to be a flag up. But indecision there led to the break of the ball, and Sadio Mane could, and perhaps should, have finished it off. He was onside as well. Great chance to finish it off for Senegal. Belgium have it with Raskin on the far side. Luca Bacchio up against Kamara. Has to go back inside. Finds Michele. There's Tiat. He's being forced the wrong direction to what he wants to go. Ball is back inside the Belgium half, and still Senegal come out here. It's a good high press, and again it's been nicked. Pape Sarr nicking it from Tielemans. He tries to find Mane, edge of the penalty area, inside the box, slowing down, being pulled down. No, cleared. It went towards Sarr. Lukaku all the way back to try and pick the pocket. Trossard, Moreira, everything to his right, down the near side touchline, steps inside and plays a right-footed pass towards Raskin. He's got one man out to his far side, in towards Lukaku, edge of the penalty area. He couldn't wrestle it under control. Moreira's across there to get involved. In towards Lukaku. Goal! Belgium have scored. Romelu Lukaku has got one back. Maybe we're going to have a grandstand finish here in Seattle. Out of nothing, really. Romelu Lukaku again for Belgium. His 91st goal for his country. He really hasn't featured since coming on at half-time. Looked like Senegal were about to clear, and then the ball breaks to the edge of the penalty area. It's just a little dinked ball in, and Lukaku was there to finish off. It was Meunier, the sub, that found himself with a chance to cross. A decent ball in, and Lukaku just with the flick round the corner and over the head of Diao in the Senegal goal, and we have got a grandstand finish in Seattle, 2-1. Senegal players complaining to the referee as we come back out of replays. I'm not really sure why. I'm waiting for a VAR check to pop up on the screen. They don't seem to be getting one of those. They're just trying to delay the restart, Senegal, but we are back underway. 3 minutes of regulation plus stoppage time. Belgium 1, Senegal 2. Romelu Lukaku, perhaps with a Belgian lifeline. Kick long by Jiao. He'll find Ismail Assar. He's played it on, and there's a chance here going forward, and oh dear, it was Mbaye, and he strikes high and wide. Had a chance to either keep hold of the ball or maybe do something special, and he did neither of those things. Belgium coming again. Here's Lukaku, about 30 yards out, right-hand side channel. Got some pressure. He finds Tielemans. It goes central. He finds Trossard. It's pounced upon by Senegal player. And Belgium have it back again with Thiat. He will wait, pick his options. Goes short pass to Michele. Here's Meunier, the sub. Gets it back. Now Raskin. Right-footed crossfield ball. Moreira on this side. Chance for him to maybe pick out a cross. He's closed down. It's gone back to Trossard. He puts it into the penalty area. Goalkeeper's come and missed it. And it's in. It's gone in. And they've given the goal. It's 2-2. Wow. What a turnaround. Belgium are level. 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes. Tielemans is celebrating. I'm not entirely sure who got the final touch. Hands on heads from the Senegal players and fans alike. They look like they were dead and buried, Belgium. They have pulled it out of the fire. Yuri Tielemans, the captain, comes up trumps. It's 2-2. Trossard's cross, and he got between 2 defenders, and the goalkeeper coming out probably shouldn't have done. He clattered Tielemans, but he got the touch before, and it spins into the corner, and we are heading for extra time. I think the Senegal players thought there was a foul on the goalkeeper, but not to be. And that's poor goalkeeping from mine, because he didn't really need to come there. And Yuri Tielemans has levelled. It's the late show in Seattle. Rudy Garcia can breathe a massive sigh of relief. We are heading to extra time. Jubilant scenes from the Belgian fans around the stands. It took them 80+ minutes to get in the game, really. And they're level. What can they do from here? We've still got Rudy Garcia is being booked by referee Martinez on the sideline. I'm not entirely sure for why. It's the second time those two have had a discussion. We get to get back underway. Papi Chow probably thought he was home and hosed, but no. Excuse me. We are now back underway. 2 apiece in Seattle into the 90th minute. Ball is cleared along. Over the top, looking towards Mane. There was Belgian defenders back there. And it's gone through to Courtois, who hoof left-footed clears. It's going to go out for a throw. In amongst the stewards who have come to the edge of the field on this side of the field. 7 minutes added, as you can see on screen. May there be more drama. 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes for Belgium have got them level. They will look like they were down and out. Ball slid through towards Sarr, but that's going to run through to Courtois in the Belgian goal. And he'll have it at his feet to clear left-footed. Looking for Lukaku. Being wrestled, but he's got it. And he's wiggled away. Romelu Lukaku. Here is Tielemans inside the penalty area. Chance to cross. Oh, and it's batted behind by a Senegal player. It was on the plate there for Luka Bacchio inside the 6-yard box, but there was a Senegal defender that threw himself at the ball. And it'll be a corner. He was onside as well. We're checking in replay. Oh, goodness me. Running back, that was Keystone Cops defending back there for Senegal. Belgian corner, far side. Tielemans will take. He stands with his left arm in the air. In it comes right-footed towards Meunier. Back in from the edge of the penalty area. And it's back at the feet of Tielemans. Crosses left-footed and the goalkeeper comes and claims nicely. Oh, he tried to clear under pressure. And the referee spotted that. And it's going to be a free kick. Senegal wanted to play to continue. I don't think they had the ball. And it was Mekele who has been booked. Brandon Mekele. Perhaps got away with that one. I don't think he did anything wrong, particularly apart from running in behind the goalkeeper as he tried to clear. Senegal have the free kick. They're going to feel hard done by here, Senegal, if this ends up going away from them. They had a couple of chances to put the game to bed at 2-0. Mane with one of them, they didn't take them. And now, again, if you're a Belgian fan, you probably like those two guys on screen to be on the field, Jeremy Doku and Kevin De Bruyne. They're not, they've been subbed. 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes now to play in regulation. Diao kicking long for Senegal from the edge of his own D. It's cut out by a Belgian player. Here's Thiat, left-footed, goes sideways to Castagna, and it's back to the goalkeeper. Courtois boots long. Looking for Lukaku again around the back. He'll get ahead to it. It'll bounce towards Moreira. Senegal player got a foot in to clear. Still in play. Trossard gets it back briefly. Throw in to Belgium. No, there was an offside. Don't worry, it'll be a free kick to Senegal. What drama here in Seattle. Senegal looked almost certainly home at 2-0. A quick fire double from Lukaku and Tielemans has got us to this point. 94th minute. Here they come on the left-hand side, Senegal, with Jacobs, edge of the penalty area. Chance to do something. He goes backwards. Pat Gay. Now Sarr, as it comes across to this right-hand side. And again, going back inside. Cease. 3 minutes left of this added time. Mane thought he was fouled. Referee says no, play on. Papsar. Kamara. And again, free to aim for in the box if he chose to cross. He didn't. He goes short to Idrissa Gueye. Senegal still in possession. It's Kamara again once more. 2 minutes to play. It's gone all the way across to Jacobs on the left-hand side. Papsar of Tottenham. He goes backwards as well. Senegal keeping the possession, but if they want to try and nick a winner here, they need to get further forward. And they've lost out. Castagna with a good challenge. Moreira tries to clear and does so, looking for Lukaku. Ball wasn't particularly in his area, and Senegal will get it back. 90 seconds left of this added time. Senegal have it with Mane. He's trying to keep everything under control. It's out on this near side. Free to aim for again in the middle if there's a chance to cross here. Central. Papi Cease lines one up from distance, but was never troubling Courtois. Goal kick. In fact, it was Ghana, number 5, with the shot. That's Idrissa Gueye, sorry. Ghana on the back of his shirt. He wanted to be the hero, but the rightfully shot isn't on target. And it spins out for a goal kick. Perhaps the final action of the regulation 90 plus. Not the final action of the day. Courtois kicks long. Maybe Belgium will have one more chance here inside the last 30 seconds. Flicked on by Trossard. Here's Moreira. He couldn't control. The referee said there was no foul. Moreira still writhing around. Lukaku tells him to get up as he runs past. Long ball forward from Senegal over the top. Thiat was there to cut it out, only for a throw. 10 seconds left, plus whatever referee Martinez wants to add on. It'll be Diatta to take the throw. He goes short. Got all the way across to the far side. Jacobs, one more last chance to cross. He does so. It's deep. There's no one there, though. Moreira will pick up the loose ball for Belgium. In fact, no, he doesn't. It's gone out for a throw. We've played more than 97 minutes. There is the full-time whistle. And it is extra time that beckons in Seattle. Senegal looked good for a 2-0 victory. But with late drama, Romelu Lukaku and Yuri Tielemans with the late show for Belgium, it's finished at the end of regulation 2-2. We are going to extra time and penalties. The tournament that keeps on giving is going to give us more drama here. Just going to step away quickly, JT, if you just take the reins for 90 seconds. Thank you. And then we'll get ready to go again for another 30 minutes.
And put your hand up if anyone expected this. No one puts their hand up. Belgium coming from behind. Matthew saying in the chat, Belgium overcame a late 2-0 deficit to win in extra time against Japan in 18. They did indeed. And welcome to the first ever Matt White initiated JT Waffles session, where here at full time it's Belgium 2 Senegal 2. We are going into, and since this is the American World Cup and how we are Americanizing everything, we're going into overtime here in Seattle. Matthew Owens will absolutely love that one. Thank you for that one, Matthew Owens. I do in fact have Belgian waffles downstairs, and I might go and get one. When Matt White returns, I will go and get a chocolate Belgian waffle. I don't have a JT Waffles graphic. I would add one, but I think we've got enough at the moment. But yes, as we return to the one and only. I thought that he went to refill his drinks bottle. That is not the case. Welcome back, Matt White.
I'm hoping this last piece of the orange squash I've got with me can get me through extra time and perhaps a shootout.
The shootout graphics are being made ready, by the way.
Say again?
The shootout graphics are being made ready behind the scenes, by the way.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Just in case we need them, there was an expectant partner at the top of the stairs as I walked in the house, and I said, extra time. So, sorry.
We should still be out by midnight, however, Matt.
We should. It's like a Sunday. We should. There's going to be two changes, the final two changes for Senegal. You get one change extra, of course, in extra time. So Senegal are going to make two, and a couple of familiar faces. The national captain, who hasn't started but is the captain and will probably end up taking the armband here, Koulibaly, the number 3, is going to come on, and also Nicholas Jackson is on, or about to, number 11. Sadio Mane and Jacobs, Ismail Jacobs, are the men who are going to go off. So a double change for Senegal here as we get ready for another half an hour, and they will now have one more change left or Senegal, because they had some to spare from the first 90, so they'll have one more to go. Although it looks like there is going to be a slight delay here. Someone looking for a shirt down there underneath the Senegal dugout. To your point, JT, selfishly, I didn't want this game to go to extra time. The substitutions are yet to be made, by the way, so we're back underway. And Jackson and I think it's Jackson and Koulibaly standing down there waiting to come on. And Belgium have it on the edge of the area. And again, of course, extra time. So we've swapped ends. Senegal now kicking from right to left in this first half of added time. And running forward and across field, it's come to Mane. So he has stayed on the field. So the changes will be made next time. They weren't quite ready. Kamara, Papsar, Senegal edge of the penalty area. Not really factoring any chance of a cross, and they'll go back again. Is Diatta for Senegal. It's gone back to the halfway line. With Cease, he couldn't find an opening. Kamara, Belgium with a press now. It's the opposite of what was happening at the end of the game in normal time. Over the top long from Diao. And Belgium will sweep up and go back to Courtois. So a reminder, 15 minutes each way in extra time to try and find a winner. Kind of liked the golden goal rule. I know people don't play with those rules anymore. Of course, that would have been next goal wins, basically, in extra time. That's how France won Euro 2000, of course, famously. But in Belgium, that one. Moreira trying to get free down the left-hand side, blocked out. And it's going to go back to Courtois. So Belgium will come again here. With ball down the left-hand side, looking for Trossard, but cut out. In fact, it's Castagna who was the target. It was cut out by Diatta, and Senegal get a free kick. What's the question, JT? As the substitutions are now about to be made. It's not Koulibaly, by the way, that's coming on. It's going to end up being Malik. Yeah. This version of overtime. Well, indeed, yes. Only one clean restart here, and we've had it, thankfully. But there is going to be now two changes for Senegal, and it's not going to be Koulibaly. there will be a stage break in 15 minutes. So Mane and Jacobs off. They were the expected pair to come off, and they now have done. And it's Nicholas Jackson on the number 11 and Malik Diouf of West Ham, who are the new men for Senegal. So they're the changes that we expected at the beginning of extra time. And they have now happened a couple of minutes later than planned, but we have had them and we are back underway. So a couple of fresh legs for Senegal here for the last half an hour. If we've found a winner after half an hour, then that's the end of it. And if not, we go to everybody's favourite, which is penalties. Idrissa Gueye with the ball forward, looking for Jackson, and Meunier was across there to pick out the header and go back to Courtois. So a different focal point up top now for Senegal in the last this last half an hour or so with Nicholas Jackson. Meanwhile, Belgium have it on the far side, but Trossard loses out and then loses out completely. In fact, it was Castagna. Now they've swapped to that other side. I'm getting them confused. And it's going to be a free kick to Senegal. And they are going to now make their final change by the looks of things. Senegal or getting ready, which is another Undai. This is Bara Sapoko Undai, who is getting ready to come on to win only his second cap. And Idrissa Gueye is coming off, winning his 132nd today, the number 5. So big experience off, almost no experience at all coming on. Ismail Assar has been given the armband on the way off, and that is all done now for substitutes, although Belgium's, or for Senegal anyway, Belgium do still have one, their extra time bonus substitute in their pocket. So Barasapoko on, he wears the number 22. Born on New Year's Eve in 2007, just to make us feel really, really old. Winning his second cap. And Mane's done all he can do. Minus 8 months, JT. Again, as we always say, whatever. 7 and a bit, yeah, indeed. So the young man on, and let's see if he can make an impact. Belgium have the ball with Raskin, who's sort of dropped back into a more defensive position in this extra time period. He was a bit further forward in the last throws of normal time, but then again, Belgium were chasing the game. Tielemans, long ball right to left to right, finds Meunier, one of the subs, who got the assist for the Lukaku goal, but he's been crowded out down by the corner flag. Senegal will clear and will win a free kick. And Ismail Assar fouled by Thomas Meunier as he tried to get out of the corner area. And there'll be a Senegal free kick right down in this near side corner. Noticeable amount of stewarding in around the ground in this game, which is not something I've picked up on any other World Cup games, but there's plenty of them here in Seattle. It looks like a Premier League game. Plenty of Premier League players on the field. Missed touch. Almost lost possession there for Belgium. It was Michele, I believe, that had the missed touch. Tielemans with his hands down, just telling everybody to calm down. For Belgium, they have the ball with Tiat, the number 3, just on the halfway line. Finds Moreira out on the wing and gives it back. And now Michele again. So 7 minutes played of the first 15 minutes of extra time before the overtime break. Still stage caution, whatever. We will get, and then another 15 minutes to decide the winner. If we haven't had one by the end of the extra time period, of course, we go to penalties. And of course, we've had 2 dramatic shootouts already in this round, which has cost us 2 European teams, Netherlands and Germany. Maybe see another one. One of those, of course, to African opposition in Morocco, of course, who knocked out the Dutch. Here's Moreira on the far side. Left-footed cross over the head of Lukaku. It's going to spin all the way through to Thomas Meunier. He will cross right-footed deep, looking to find Moreira again on the far side. And it's going to be cleared, but only briefly. Moreira wins it back and finds Trossard, who plays a nice little ball in towards the penalty area, but that's been cut out by a Senegal player. It's come off the referee, who actually was in turn trying to give a free kick at the same time. Trossard completely furious, as he has been for a lot of the game, to be fair to the Arsenal man. But we're getting the referee getting involved from the view of the Lenovo AI referee cam. Diao has it, the goalkeeper for Senegal. He's going to clear long from the edge of his penalty area. Flicked on towards Jackson, who didn't quite get there. Michele was back to sweep up for Belgium. 5 minutes or so to go in this first period of extra time. No real chances for either side in this first half of the added 30 minutes. Here is Raskin for Belgium, just inside the Senegal half. Striding forward, finds Meunier on this near side touchline, gets it back. Tielemans trying to flick it around the corner for Lukaku, has found him. So on rushing Trossard, but it gets cut out in the end. And Senegal will try and clear with Mbai. He goes back in the end. And Belgium wrestling to try and get the ball back. It was Castagna up there. And in fact, the referee, I thought he was about to blow for a foul, but no, play continues. And Belgium have it. It's with Brandon McKay inside his own half. 100 minutes on the clock here in Seattle. If you're just joining us for extra time, it's been a great match so far. Moreira with the ball forward towards Trossard in the penalty area, trying to flick it back to Lukaku, didn't get enough power on the back heel. And Senegal clear. They were 2 up, Senegal, just after half time. Goal in the first half from Diarra. And then Ismail Assar racing cleared and put them 2 in front, his 4th goal of the tournament. They looked home and dry, but 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes just before the end of the game from Lukaku and Tielemans. As that ball gets played in to the box, but Senegal deal with it. Lukaku and then Tielemans, a quick fire double, getting them Belgium level, has got us here to extra time. Free kick Senegal just on the halfway line. Getting a replay of what I talked over, which was the Castagna ball in, looking for Tielemans and Lukaku, and neither of them got the touch. Just need the slightest flick there, and could have been goal bound. Senegal will get us back underway with the free kick. 4 minutes to play in the first half of extra time. The added hydration break to this game with the extra time break in a moment or two. Ball has gone out on the near side for a Senegal throw. Smiling Belgian fans in the stands. We haven't seen much of those so far today, but they're happy now that their team have rallied and got level. Oh, it's given away by Trossard. It's a terrible crossfield pass. It's Mbai who's picked it up for Senegal and will run at defenders. He trips over the ball at the edge of the penalty area and eventually is cleared, but not far. Kamara. And now it's going to come out to this near side. Sarr, the captain's armband on his right arm. On the near touchline, they'll play it back and across. Here's Papi Cisse, the number 6, on the centre spot. Back across to the right-hand side. And Mbai. His blonde tips easily recognisable. Senegal defenders still trying to direct traffic here from inside their own half. And it's only going to end up going all the way back via Diouf to the goalkeeper. Who will clear long from the edge of his own D. A minute and a half or so left in this extra time period, and it's going to be a Belgian throw in right by Rudy Garcia's bench. Or is it? It's definitely a throw in. Which way has it gone? Is the question. It's the misplaced pass from Trossard, who thought he had someone way out on the left hand side, and was fortunate really that ended up coming to nothing. Here is Moreira though for Belgium. Chance for a cross towards Lukaku, headed away and then cleared on the second attempt by a Senegal defender. I think that was Mbai. Tiat. Trossard, edge of the box, wriggling, getting a shot away blocked. Tielemans, and now Raskin. Chance for him to perhaps pull the trigger, does so. It's across the face of goal and out for a goal kick. We see a replay of the Trossard attempt that was blocked, and then Nicholas Raskin with the shot. across the area and out. Diao gets us back underway with a long clearance from the goal kick, but headed back forward, and again, bit of head tennis going on. Touch on by Jackson, and then headed back to the goalkeeper, Courtois, by Castagna. That's the end of the regulation 15 minutes in extra time period 1. And the referee looking at his watch. We continue with Michele, and now half time in extra time here in Seattle. Nothing really of note in the second half, of the first half of extra time, should I say. One sort of half chance with the cross for the stretching Lukaku, but he couldn't get a touch on it. 15 minutes more before penalties, if it stays as is here at 2 apiece. Senegal took the lead in the first half for a goal which was well worked. Habib Diarra with it. That got them on their way. Ismail Sarr with his 4th goal of the tournament, cracking in just after half time. Senegal also hit the post in the first half. Looked like they were on their way before a double for Belgium, a quick fire double from Lukaku, the sub, with his, what did we say, 91st national goal. And Aston Villa's Yuri Tielemans with a header 2 minutes later, when he got up between 2 Senegal defenders and the goalkeeper to nod home, has led us here. Rudy Garcia's final instructions are his Belgian players. No Kevin De Bruyne or Jeremy Docker on the field for Belgium. They were subbed at 2-0. I made the quip that you probably want them on the field rather than not at the time, but they've got themselves back in the game since then, haven't they? And a lackluster first half of extra time, but we might see. Extra time's always interesting because you've got teams that are maybe playing for penalties or not. Don't really have any, say, real gilt-edged chances in that first 15 minutes, but another 15 minutes about to get underway here. We might perhaps see the last Belgian change as I peer down towards the touchline, but at the half-time break here in extra time, but we do not. So back underway. Senegal now going from left to right, and they're all green. Belgium in the white and blue, with a dash of pink, going from right to left in this second half of extra time. Senegal have it in the left back position. The clearance was blocked by Luca Bacchio and out for a throw, which Diouf will take. Referee wanted it back, and then he ends up still running forward to take it from the spot he would have taken it from anyway. And here comes Senegal down the left-hand side, cut out though by Tielemans. Plays it forward towards Lukaku. Chance to hold it up a little bit and make some advances. Here's Luca Bacchio on the left-hand side. Didn't really see much of him in the first half of extra time. Trossard, central. And he goes back to his right, finds Thomas Meunier. Tielemans, Meunier again. Chance to cross, does so. And the header was by Raskin up there, but he couldn't direct it goalwards. Goal kick. Still got the Belgian substitutes warming up down there. So Amadou Onana that we just caught a glimpse of, the Aston Villa man, perhaps he is going to be called upon here in the last 15 minutes. And if it gets close to the end of 15 minutes and you've got people on the bench that you might want on for penalties, then that might be the case. We've seen that before in World Cup and European competition especially. And here we go. We are going to see a change. And it is going to be Amadou Onana, who is ready for Belgium. And will be coming on very shortly. Senegal have made all of their subs, including their extra time bonus substitute. So Onana perhaps being ready to come on shortly. Here is Mbaye, number 20 for Senegal. Cease. And now Diatta. Mbaye again, right hand side down by the touch line. Nice little 1-2 and the instant cross. It's in towards Jackson, cleared away by Brandon Michele, and it's gone out for a throw. Mbaye takes quickly, finds Diatta. He goes backwards to Cease. Diatta again, and Mbaye again. I'm just keeping them pinned in here in this sort of mid corner, not allowing them space to get out, but that's a nice little ball around the corner. And here's a chance for Diouf to get forward and cross. Oh, and it came back to Mbaye, who I don't think realised it was coming at him. And he skews his left-footed effort wide of goal. Great chance for Senegal. A late run back into there's a pullback from Diouf, and Mbaye came at him quickly. I don't think he perhaps knew it was coming his way. And that would have been a special goal if it had gone in, but couldn't quite direct it goalwards. The change has been made. Onana is on. It's Leandro Trossard that's gone off for Belgium. Not surprising because he has been up and down all afternoon as the Arsenal man. Ball forward towards Lukaku. Flicked back header. It was almost over the goalkeeper's head. But Diao takes. Kelly forward for Belgium. Flick on by Moreira. And he's going to win a free kick, in fact. And he's down and not looking. There's already physios on the field, so this is going to be a head injury stoppage here for Diego Moreira, unfortunately for Belgium. Two physios with him. Clash of heads there. Rudy Garcia having a word with the fourth official. Belgian coach. He's back. Sat up now rather than laying on the field is Moreira, so that's a good sign. He was clattered into from behind by Diatta. Looks like he's okay. Moreira, which is a good sign. Have to go off for the mandatory 1 minute at the sideline, which is a new rule for this tournament, which I do quite like. If you go off for treatment, you have to be off for at least a minute before coming back on. He's had a swig of some blue drink that sponsors the hydration breaks, and he's ready to come back on, and we'll have to wait for the referee's signal. We're back underway. Belgium in possession with Rat. Yeah, you're probably right there, JT. The physios were on the field very quickly there for Moreira, but hey ho, down the right hand side it goes and towards Luca Bacchio, and it's gone out for a Senegal throw in right down in the far corner. I think Diouf will take the throw that he wins and throws long to try and get them out of trouble, but headed back forward by Meunier on towards Tielemans. He was wrestled to the ground. Referee says get up. No free kick there. He's still on his haunches, Tielemans, as he picks himself back off the turf. Forward by Michele, looking for Luca Bacchio, but Senegal clear again. It's a bit of back and forth here in terms of possession. Senegal now have it and a chance. Jackson helps it on. And into the penalty area. Chance for a pullback, no, blocked by Michele. It was Pape Sarr down there. Here's Ismail Assar. And a shot left-footed straight down the throat of Courtois. That was Ndiaye. Bara Ndiaye with a shot. The young 18-year-old with it, left-footed and straight at Courtois. Probably the easiest save he'll make today. He'll be hoping if he goes to penalties, he'll be making plenty more. Belgium have it with Raskin just inside their own half. Here's Onana, one of his first touches. After coming on the final Belgian substitute. Tiat for Belgium on the halfway line. We have 7 minutes of this extra time period in Seattle to play. Michele, long ball forward, right to left over the head of Castagna. It's going to be a Senegal throw down by the corner flag on this near side. They've taken it quickly under pressure from Moreira, but they do clear. Jackson with a flick. He'll chase down his own touch. Nicholas Jackson up against Castagna, bobbing and weaving. Jackson into the penalty area, crosses, comes off Tiao, and it is going to be a corner. Tiat, so I've not got his name right all day. I apologise for that. Arthur Tiat. Senegal corner then. 6 minutes and change to go in extra time. It's going to be Malik Diouf across to take the corner. Come all the way down from left back to take this one. Jackson standing in the hip pocket of Thibaut Courtois in the 6-yard area. 2 hands up in the air from Malik Diouf. He will take this left-footed. In it goes and headed up in the air. And then Courtois will grab on the second attempt. He's buffeted by Jackson as he tries to clear, and he does so. He finds Moreira with a throw. Back inside to Tielemans. Halfway line, looking upwards and forwards and raking past, looking for Luca Bacchio, but that's going to be over here. And a Senegal goal kick. Kevin De Bruyne looking on from the bench. He would love to be on for penalties if it goes that far. So would Sadio Mane from the Senegal bench, to be fair. But 2 of the big names in both of these sides will not be taking part in the shootout if it gets there. 5 minutes left to play. Swipe and a miss from Tielemans. It falls to the feet of Onana. He's danced his way between a couple of Senegal players and ends up having to go backwards. Here is Arthur Tiat, number 3. Brandon Michele. 2 centre-backs for Belgium. Raskin, who's dropped into that sort of defensive holding midfield spot. It's come out to Moreira again on this left-hand side. The number 19, after that head knock a little while ago, he races forward and crosses left-footed towards Lukaku, who sort of flicked it on. But it gives a thumbs up to Moreira, but there was no one else advancing there for Belgium really to run onto the flick on from Lukaku. Taken by the goalkeeper, who throws out. Senegal trying to play down this right-hand side towards Jackson, but he gets buffeted off the ball. And Belgium have it back again with Raskin inside the centre circle. He goes to the right-hand side. Thomas Meunier. Back to Raskin. 4 minutes to play. Onana. Bacchio. Now Tiat again. Herrera. Putting to Castagna. Onana helps it on. Raskin. Bacchio has come more central at the moment now. He's more out on the the wing in the end of the normal period of game. Moreira, chance left footed cross. Oh, it's missed. Tielemans is going to come back. Oh, and off the crossbar and over from Luca Bacchio. What a chance to win it for Belgium. I think they want a penalty, is what they're asking here for the challenge on. It was Tielemans who went for the initial cross. Let's see in replay. Good ball from Onana to get Moreira in. I don't think there's anything in that. And Luca Bacchio had a chance, much like Harry Kane against Ghana earlier on in the tournament. Just came to him sort of under the crossbar and he ended up putting too much behind it. That should have sailed in. That should have been the winner. You won't get closer than that if you're a Belgian fan or supporter late in this game. What a chance. He looks to the sky in disbelief. Dodi, Luca Bacchio. Seeing another shot of the Kamara and Tielemans collision. There's nothing doing there for me. They both just missed the ball. It was sort of half cleared and ended up. They're both still down. Well, they're both up now. We're seeing replays of them both being down. VAR check for a possible penalty is ongoing here, by the way, but I don't think this is going to be given. We shall see. Get your audio ready here, JT. The referee is waving players away here from him so that he can be in discussion with the VAR booth. More Senegal players around the referee than there are Belgian players. Again, he's telling them just to leave him alone. See it again. I mean, there is contact between them, but they've both missed the ball. I can't see that that's going to be given. If it is, then that is very soft. Should we wait? And we wait. Yet more drama in this game. Referee again trying to wave players away. He does not want them in his face here while he's talking to the VAR. Move, and he's been told to go to the screen. And he's jogging that way now. Well, we had late drama in regulation time that got Belgium level. We could have regulation late drama here in extra time to give them a penalty. None of them touched the ball. I don't really think they touched each other. It's like, oh, maybe from that slowed down angle, but slowing it down frame by frame. Tielemans does get a kick in the back from Kamara as they both approached the crossed ball from Moreira. And it would be the leg that's outstretched to get the ball, if that makes sense, as the ball came across. It's very soft if this is given. He's having plenty of looks at it here, is Martinez, the referee. Right at the end of extra time. Could we see a penalty? Many, many looks at this. You could, now I've seen it from this high shot, there's both cases for giving this penalty, giving it or not giving it. He stepped away. Let's listen in if we can.
Number 8 white will play the ball, and the number 8 in green kicks the foot of the attacker. For that reason, the final decision is penalty.
Penalty.
Wow. Belgian penalty. It makes it basically the last kick of the game. Penalty Belgium. Yuri Tielemans has got his wish and has got his penalty. The Senegal fans in the stands here in Seattle can't believe it. And we are going to have a last kick penalty here to put Belgium through if they score. and throw the whole game into complete shambles before a shootout if they miss. Tielemans over under the foul from Kamara, judged by the referee and the VAR. Again, as I said, looks soft at first viewing, but the more you see it, the more they've gone with their decision. The Senegal players can't believe it. They've been here before, let's not forget, AFCON final and all that. Right on the 6-yard line. Belgium penalty to end this game, and there is, oh, goodness me, Papi Cissé down on the ground on the penalty spot. I don't know if something's happened here. It looks like he may have. They're just trying to delay the game, let's be honest here. Didn't see what happened. We were looking at more replays of the incident, but Papi Cissé is on his haunches on the penalty spot here, trying to delay the game. Belgium want to get on and take this penalty here and finish this off. Sadio Mane can't believe it. Who's it going to be? I would imagine Lukaku probably, or Tielemans. Papi Cissé is still on the ground here, being consoled by his teammates. The referee is waving everybody else or trying to get control here. He's lost control here. They're all trying to get around the spot. Oh my goodness. It's the smallest of elbows from Moreira, who'd had his hair flicked by Papi Cissé. He should not still be on the ground, frankly. He's now back up on his feet. I don't think the referee's interested, frankly. They're not going to get this overturned. This decision was made 4 minutes ago, and we still haven't got anywhere near the goalkeeper being ready, the penalty taker being ready. And still we wait for the referee to try and decide what's going on here. Cameras are focused on Romelu Lukaku. Who now is making his way forward. He's thrown up the last 5 penalties for club and country screen, of which 4 have been scored. 1 missed. Happily, by the way, Lukaku plays for nowadays. But hey-ho, we're way past the 120th minute of this game. And Belgium, who look down and out at 2-0, are going to have a chance to steal it. It's not going to be Lukaku. It's going to be the man that won the penalty and the man that got the equaliser, Aston Villa's Yuri Tielemans, to send Belgium through to the last 16. It's Tielemans. He scores! 3-2 Belgium. They've come back from the brink in bizarre circumstances. 5 minutes overtime in extra time. Yuri Tielemans has sealed victory for Belgium. VAR controversy at the end here in Seattle. And the captain has come up trumps with a double. 1 late to get them back level. And a very, very nicely taken penalty to put them ahead. After all the messing about beforehand, he kept his head and sent Diao the wrong way. Nice penalty right up into the postage stamp top right-hand corner as he looked at it. Belgium 3, Senegal 2. It's bedlam in Seattle. Bedlam for Belgium. Yuri Tielemans, the hero. And Senegal again at a major tournament will feel hard done by VAR. Anyway, we play because of all the stoppages. We're not finished yet. 126 minutes. The clock stopped on our screen. I can tell you it hasn't stopped in the game. Forward it goes. Flicked on in towards Jackson penalty area. Cleared by Lukaku, who's back there defending. And bellowing at his players to get out. Throw in. How much time are we going to have added here? It's not even been pulled up on the screen by ITV. Papsar with a ball in towards the penalty area. Flicked on. Flick back. Shot over the bar by Papi Sarr it was, left-footed, edge of the penalty area, but he couldn't direct it goalwards. And it's a goal kick, which Courtois takes, and he takes long. How much more of this are we going to have to withstand? Moreira with a header forward for Belgium. Punted forward by Senegal, up to the halfway line. Here's Jackson, ball at his feet, surrounded by defenders, including Onana, who hacked at it. And it's going to be a throw-in on the far side to Belgium. Getting another replay of the Tielemans penalty. Smartly converted before he was piled upon. 127th minute now we are playing. We're not seeing any play, we're seeing replays. Senegal have it on the halfway line this near side with Papi Sarr. And he gets it back and he gives it again. They're just going to get it forward here, Senegal, but they are struggling to do so to keep their World Cup journey alive. Ball out on the far side. Just swing one in, surely. They're playing it across the middle. We still haven't been notified of how much time is going to be added. Papi Sarr. Across it goes, blocked by Onana for Belgium, back to the halfway line. Senegal will come again, 128th minute now in Seattle. JT's put +9 on the screen, but that is not what we've been told. It's just so we can have the clock running. So forget the +9. The clock, though, is right. 128th minute. Senegal have it. Left-hand side of the field. Still struggling to get a cross in. Here it comes in towards the box, but Belgium will clear with Michele. And now Onana upfield. Senegal have it trying to come forward. Moreira with a foul on Papi Sarr. That was silly. Didn't need to do that. And now they'll throw everybody forward for this free kick. And probably including the goalkeeper. You would feel that João would come forward here for this. Dejected Senegalese fans in the crowd. Chance, one more chance. Diouf will take this free kick more than likely from about 35 yards out. In it goes right-footed, headed into the ground and then punted clear by Lukaku. Still we play. Senegal have it back. Here is Papi Sarr. Chance for a right-footed cross if he can get away from Moreira, who's shepherded him towards the byline. He goes back inside. Here's the cross from Kamara. It's deep, misses everybody. Comes to Mbaye, edge of the penalty box. Back one. Gets it back again, Mbaye. Up against Meunier. Left-footed cross taken by Courtois. Good grab by the Belgian goalkeeper. Still we play. Tielemans wants it booted long. 129 minutes on the clock. Courtois does boot long. When's this game going to end? Senegal head wins it. Tielemans gets clattered into. Referee says continue. Moreira has it for Belgium. Trying to skip forward. He's got Lukaku with him. He's gone past two Senegal players. Tried to find Lukaku. Was cut out by Kamara. Here's Mbaye into the Belgium half. 130 minutes on the clock. Ibrahim Mbaye into the centre. Cease. Shot blocked. Chance again. Hold perhaps handball. Free kick. Free kick right on the edge of the area. It was Ismaila Sarr with a shot. There was two Belgian defenders that threw themselves in front. It was outside the area. That is for sure. Oh, it was Raskin. He actually hit his foot before it hit his arm, and then he ended up taking out his own player. But it's going to be a Senegal free kick inside the Belgian D. Absolute chaos in Seattle, and perhaps there is more drama to come. Courtois readying his wall. Everybody back for Belgium. I know this is probably going to be a direct shot at goal, but surely you'd send the goalkeeper up to be involved here for Senegal. He is forward. And now we have 5 in the wall for Belgium and a draft excluder. And if you don't know what that term means, it's someone laying behind the wall just in case there's a low shot when they jump. He's on the ground to block it out. Papi Sarr of Tottenham Hotspur stands over this free kick for Senegal. And he takes and he blazes over. It's not to be. And there's the full-time whistle, I believe. Belgian fans in the crowd like it. Yes, that is it. It is all over. Well, what a game in Seattle. Belgium have come from behind. They rescued extra time late in normal time through Lukaku and Yuri Tielemans. And the captain Tielemans steps up with a VAR controversial penalty, which has been given in the 125th minute of the game. Of course, that's extra time, to put Belgium through. Matthew Owens gets his wish. He wanted this game to go all the way. Senegal heartbroken again at a major tournament, thanks to VAR. Belgium, who they looked down and out at 2-0 and didn't have anything going for them, especially when they took De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku off, have come back from beyond the brink to get the victory. And they will face the winners of the game, which is coming up in, well, an hour or so's time in San Francisco. The US and Bosnia will face, the winner of that will face Belgium on Tuesday. What a game. What drama in both normal time and stoppages. Belgium advance. You have to feel sorry for Senegal. VAR intervening. And Lamine Camara, who was the man that gave away the penalty, he's in floods down there for Senegal, being consoled by teammates. I don't really think he wants to be around anybody at this moment in time, and would you? What a game in Seattle. What a day of World Cup football in the two games we've seen so far today. We've still got the US to come. And that game again, the US against Bosnia with Matthew Owens in just over an hour's time here on the Ultimate Sports Network for a chance to meet Belgium in the round of 16. For everyone at the Ultimate Sports Network, JT behind the scenes, I've been Matt White. What a game in Seattle. It's finished here. As JT scrolls through the graphics to get back to where he was. There are all the games coming up for you. Plenty more in this tournament to come. And NASCAR on Sunday, don't forget, from Chicagoland. But it's finished here. It didn't quite make it to penalties, but we've had a controversial one at the end of the game. Belgium 3, Senegal 2. The US versus Bosnia comes up for you in 60 minutes or so. Bye for now.